Imagine waking up tomorrow and the prices of everything you buy have gone up. Your favorite smartphone, the clothes you wear, even your morning coffee. Why? Because the United States and China are in a trade war that's shaking up the entire world, and you're feeling the heat. This isn't just about numbers, tariffs, or even economics. This is about the future of technology, jobs, and the way we live our lives. So how did we get here? In 2018, the US made its first big move by slapping heavy tariffs on Chinese goods, accusing China of unfair trade practices. The reason? China's economic power was growing fast, and America didn't like the idea of China taking over in critical sectors like technology, manufacturing, and even the space race. The US was worried about losing its dominance in these areas. China was taking bigger steps to challenge the global order, and the US wasn't going to sit back and let it happen. But wait, this isn't just a trade issue. It's about who gets to lead the world's future industries. China's been investing massively in artificial intelligence, 5G, and green technology, all of which will drive the next wave of innovation. But here's the thing, the US isn't going down without a fight. They're fighting back by trying to stop China from dominating industries that will shape our world in the coming decades. Imagine a world where China controls the internet. Think about it. 5G, the next-gen internet, is the key to almost everything we do today. Smart homes, driverless cars, virtual reality. China's Huawei is racing ahead with this technology, and the US is trying to stop it. They're accusing Huawei of spying, but it's also about who controls the future of technology. The battle over who gets to build the Internet of tomorrow is bigger than anything we've ever seen. But there's more at stake than just technology. What happens when this trade war affects everyday people like you? When goods get more expensive, companies raise prices to cover their increased costs. You'll be paying more for that new smartphone or laptop you've been eyeing. In fact, you already are. Products that come from China are rising in price. And it's not just the rich who feel it, it's everyone. Consumers across the world are feeling the pressure. What does this mean for the future? The US and China are in a battle for global power, but the rest of us are living through the consequences. Think about the disruptions in global supply chains, the uncertainty in the job market, and the pressure on companies to rethink where they're getting their goods. Manufacturers are moving away from China to places like India, Vietnam, and Mexico, hoping to avoid high tariffs. This is the new world order emerging right before our eyes. But here's an interesting twist. While the US and China are locked in battle, other countries are finding opportunities to benefit. Take Vietnam, for example. The trade war has created a huge opportunity for Vietnam to attract companies that no longer want to deal with China's high tariffs. Companies in the US are looking for cheaper places to manufacture goods, and Vietnam is becoming a major hub. Vietnam's exports have soared, and its economy has benefited as companies shift production away from China. India is also capitalizing on the situation. With its growing manufacturing sector, India is becoming an alternative to China for many global companies. As Chinese goods become more expensive, India's exports have increased, especially in textiles and electronics. The US is now looking to India and Vietnam as key partners in the global supply chain. But let's take a step back. It's not just about trade, it's about the future of our lives. Whether it's the tech we use every day or the industries we work in, everything is connected. The trade war is forcing companies to rethink where they do business, and that affects you directly. Take a moment and think. If China wins this battle, how will it change the way we live? Will it mean higher tech prices, less choice in the products we use, and more government control over what we can access? If the US wins, what happens to China's rise in tech and industry? The trade war is bigger than just two countries fighting over money. It's about the future of global influence. This battle will shape the world for the next generation. And whether we like it or not, the outcome of this war will impact your daily life, your job, your technology, and even your pocketbook. Now, if you're as fascinated by this as I am, just imagine how it could unfold. What happens next? What will happen to the tech you use, the jobs you work in, and the way you live your life? Stay with us, because this story isn't over yet. If you want to dive deeper into how global events affect your future, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on Factify Stories. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.